Okay, and let's see Coach Ann. She's here today. There she is. Yay. Yay. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. All right, can you hear me? Is that good? Everybody hears me? Yes. Okay. Do you have a glockenspiel? Comes in your nifty little glockenspiel case. This is like the gem from heaven during lockdown, right? When you could do, or if our students haven't, when they had this at home, wow, that really gave us a lot of great ORF parts, but obviously we know how to put them on unpitched percussion too. So you guys voted the number one choice for a mini workshop was got my Glocks. And this is what that looks like. Or if you had any kind of ORF instrument, it would work for today's workshop. So we're going to, well, let's look first here. Big thanks to Coach Ann once again. I don't know how I would do it without Coach Ann. She keeps me calm. Like she's any techie issue, I can just go, not my job. Because Ann is right there to help me. It just makes a world of difference for me. And she has done an amazing job with online training. Some of you, Laura, I see you right there, just finished, right? Did you just graduate? Woohoo! Anybody else just graduate? We've had some online teachers in with Coach Ann, and now she's going to start a new group of cohorts. She's going to do a big tour and answer any questions that you have. Actually, exactly a 1 week from now, 4 o'clock next Thursday. So, anyone who's interested in Music Box membership, Music Rhapsody membership, online training of, with or without that membership, or just you are a member, but you need to take more advantage of the resources, and there's always so much that's being added. So you want to tour. So she's going to take you all around Music Box, Music Rhapsody membership, and then the online training. So the modules and all of that. So especially new members jump in there for sure, because it sometimes amazes me that members don't even know about a certain area that we're like, oh my gosh, I thought that was the best part. So jump in there and get a tour next week. So got my Glocks activities for just 8 notes. That was by far the number one. And then April and May for K is the second place. But boy, your ideas for other future workshops were so much fun. Oh my goodness. So there's going to be a pack of goodies that are going to come emailed to you. I'm going to try my best to get it to you by the end of my day tomorrow. But those goodies are going to contain, yes, you're going to have to unzip this goodie file. And then you'll find the PowerPoint, everything you see today. You'll have the whole PowerPoint. So any of the music and visuals and, that will all be there. And then there's some recordings. Actually, I got an email and I don't know if I replied. So I'm hoping this teacher is actually with me right now to hear that the little video I sent last week of the Hello Echo song, that recording, so much fun and we're gonna start with that today. That recording is coming in your goodie packet. So some have asked, how do I get that recording? And for Music Rhapsody members, it's always in your member area. It goes with your lesson plans. All the recordings are there. But if you find wait a minute, I can't find this song, always ask. And I really love when you ask in Music Box, so that if others are looking, they can they can see that as well. So I'm going to send you recordings, downloads. There's some really more detailed process and extension of activity ideas that we're not going to have time today or getting into the real details. So I'm going to have a couple of those that I'll just send you complete downloads that will have more clear process and extensions. Yeah, and then any video, the video of this entire workshop, as well as videos that are related, like, I mean, immediately when I started going from got my Glocks activities for 8 notes, I really had about an 8 hour, I'm used to these ORF workshops where I'm with everybody from at least 9 to 3. Um, and I just get so excited with ideas. And then I look at what I'm going like, yeah, okay, and we're going to play for an hour. So I have a lot of, hey, if you want more, just the similar kind of a thing that you want to repeat that, look at this and check out this video and check it. So there's going to be plenty of extra fun for you there in that goodie packet. And as always, you have permission for your use only. We greatly appreciate it if you tell other teachers about the books, the resources, the membership, what I do, what Coach Ann does. We absolutely love to share, but if you could tell teachers how to access but not give our things away, the permission is for you to use with your students only. So thank you for understanding that, and just for the support. We here at Music Rhapsody get emotional when we think about how our members have stayed with us over this last year, and it has been one tough time. And some of our members didn't have their job anymore. I mean, and continued on. Just your support to be here today, and in Music Box, in Music Rhapsody, taking the training, all of that. Thank you. You just can't even imagine how much we appreciate you. And for me, this is what I love to do the most, is I feel like, okay, I've been at it since 1970. And my favorite thing is just that I could share it with children or could share it with teachers. And if I can find a group like you who really like to be silly and play around with puppets, but yet make things very musical and make things sequential, and if I can be with people like you who are like-minded thinking on our approach, it's just so exciting for me. So thank you for allowing me to do this and be with you today. We will have time. I'm just going to go boom through everything. We're not going to have a break. We're just going to go. And then we're going to have a time for question and answer. You can chat it, and Coach Ann will be also sending you the link. Is that right, for the tour? She's going to be sending you the link in case you want to sign up for time with her a week from today. And then she'll be getting the questions. If there's anything that you have a question, halfway through, you can chat it, and then at the end we'll address all the questions. All right. Okay, so here we go. We have to do our little hello echo friend. This is all nostalgic for me. This comes from, oh my goodness, my staff calls this the Bible. This book, The Kids Make Music. Yeah, mine is, I think this is probably my third or fourth copy. It's kind of in bad shape. The Kids Make Music, Babies Make Music Too, is the Hello Echo Friend. And do you have some Echo friends? Oh my goodness, this time of year, if I was shopping, if I were you, if I was going to be able to hang out with you and be your personal shopper, I would say, hey, if you're looking for little Echo friends, if I were you, I would do the hatching, all the hatching little friends, because who's that hatching, right? That's fantastic this time of year. And somebody just emailed me yesterday, didn't probably return yours yet either, in all kinds of weather. They asked where the patterns are. Because if you want to make them, put them on a craft stick. They're in the back of In All Kinds of Weather. So that's Who's That Hatching. These are going to be our little echo friends, like the little hatching robin and the chick. I think where's Coach Ann? Where's Coach Ann? I think she's got some. Uh-oh. She's got to go find them. Here's another little hatching friend. And oh, baby. I'm a baby hummingbird. Hello, 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 hello. I'm glad you're here today to sing, to play, and now we're on our way. Little birds, where are you? Here I am. How do you do? And what do you have there, Coach Ann? Where? Let's see. Oh.
I have a baby snow owl.
Oh. And is there another hatching one? Do you have another one?
I do. I am a baby penguin.
Hello, baby penguin. Or, right, the echo friends for our hello song would sing, hello, and hopefully they match. Hello, hello, right? If we sing, hello, hello. Your little bird sang in a lower voice. Sing it again. Hello. Hello. Oh, my bird had a higher voice and a lower voice. Ooh. What else do you have for hatching over there? Oh, I see.
Hello. I have a baby turtle.
All right, so lots of ideas for hatching babies, but right now we are going to sing our Hello Echo song on our glockenspiels. For our hello song, you have to take out the green, take out the pink, and I sent you this video in last week's letter. It was preschool teachers. I was doing a workshop for preschool teachers with no music background who had never played any type of Orff instrument, including our little glockenspiels. And I started them with this song, and it was adorable. After the workshop, we had a huge request. Everyone wanted to go home with their glockenspiel. And I'm like, I mean, we're used to doing this with a whole class. They were like, I just want to play this is my first instrument, I've never played. So they did quite well. This is a very, very easy, successful one. So get ready to do our echoes and a lot of smiling on this one because it just puts us in a happy mood. Hello, 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 hello. I'm glad you're here today to sing, to play, and now we're on our way. All right, play what you think would sound good with our song. Go, everybody. Here we go. Hello, hello. I'm glad you're here today. My turn. Your turn. To play. Your turn. And now we're on our way. Make up your song. Smile. Yay! Excellent. All right, now we have a need to put all our bars back in. Here is another old classic from In All Kinds of Weather. And this one, if you are following the Music Rhapsody curriculum, I believe this is in module 1 of Big Kids. Big Kids make music. Yeah, I think this is, and module, for those of you who are not a member of Music Rhapsody, it's just a set of 10 lessons. It's just the way we organize it. They're a continuation week after week, but they're in groups of 10. So a module is just a set of 10. All right, so we're going to have our spider climbing up. Now, I kind of wish that the block would go like this. And there is a video in with module 1 for Big Kids where I say that to the children. I wish the Glock, because then you really see where the low is and the climbing, like climbing up a tree, going up high. Oh, look who's showing us that. Oh, that's a little scary. That's serious stuff. I also have a spider puppet that is much more. Yeah, this one, if I leave it out, some of the parents get pretty scared about that. So, well, now the spider, I got so excited about my spider. I was going to say, yeah. So I said, I wish it would be like this. And in the video, you can hear a little boy say, Daddy, Daddy, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up for me. And then, of course, that just was contagious. And so all the parents and that was one of our studio classes where the parents, of course, are required to come, because you wouldn't catch me doing Orff instruments with 3 and 4-year-olds without the parent, right? No. In our preschools, usually 4 and 5 is where we're starting to introduce the Orff. I think with 3s and 4s, you really beginning, it's so awesome to have that one-on-one or a lot of adults in the room. So we're going to hold it like this if you want, okay, so that when the rain comes down, it's easy to see. And when the sun comes out, that's our glissando, and then the spider climbing up the water spout. All right, so here we go.
The itsy weetsy spider went up the water spout.
Go, Teacher Ann.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
4 times.
Out came the sun and dried up all the rain.
Up and down.
And the itsy weetsy spider went up the spout again.
Start at the bottom. All right, let's look at what it looks like in the classroom with live children in a line, 4 lines.
Went up the water spout.
So the person in this line plays first, goes to the back of the line.
The rain and washed the spider out.
There's the second child. After they sang the solo,
out came the sun and dried up all the rain.
Glissandos. Child number 3 then goes to the back of the line.
The itsy weensy spider went up the spout again.
All right, so there are visuals. There's visuals that come with that in the modules, in the online training area, in Music Box. These that we've done here, you will, of course, everything that you see here today, I'm going to send that to you, so you will have those. So the thing that's so much fun, I think, live, when they're split up into 4 lines, can't wait till we're back to be able to do this again. They have the visuals sitting on the floor in front of them. They sing it first, just like you heard in the recording. They sing it first, then they play. So it's fine to use the CD or digital download for introducing the song, but of course the goal is that they're going to be able to sing it. They're going to be able to play it, right? That's the ORF approach, is that there's very, very simple short songs that they can sing themselves, that they can accompany themselves. So you could use that to introduce it, but then they're going to do the solo, they're going to do the playing. Then they get in a different line. They love to play all the different parts. For you, this is assessment right now, like hearing, are they singing it, are they singing it in tune? Are they playing it in time? So, but the children that are waiting in the line are, I mean, they're having fun because they know they're going to be able to do a different part. All right. Well, some of you know our dear Coco the horse has been retired, and as sad as that's been, we are incredibly proud of the way Donnie the donkey has handled it and stepped up for the job. Yes, it's been incredible. Hee haw, hee haw, hee haw, hee haw, hee haw. I know. I don't know. He wants you to know his real song is Loudly Sings the Donkey from Farm Songs. And if you don't feed him, that's why he's saying that, because he always wants you to feed him. So he does all the tricks that Coco did, like when the children say, I have some popcorn. I like the popcorn. He comes and eats out of their hand. He's great with the mallets, and he can play. In fact, he was seeing, oh, wait a second. There we go. How did that happen? Coco and Donnie. He's seeing the C's. Yeah, he can't play them both at the same time, though. But he's pretty good at glissandos. He can climb. He could do glissando down, right? Or he could just play the beat on the big C, and maybe the children will play the beat on the big C. And, yep, Donnie can point that out, and the little C, because he knows that we really like for the children to have experience playing both hands at the same time. Yeah, we want to get both hands equally strong at playing that beat. So this is one of our favorites to go galloping across the room for bell horses. This song is a chair game in the baby class. This is a running game in the toddler class. In beginning ORF, this is our free play. Put the music on to bell horses and just have fun playing. We're going to once again take out the green. We're going to take out the pink. So remove those F's and B's. We're in C pentatonic. You got to go, Donnie? You wanted to wait for the running game? We're not going to play the running game though today. Well, it's all about the glockenspiel. So, okay, you can see the kids later. Oh, he's throwing you kisses. Way to go, Donnie. All right, you come sit over here. All right, so here we go. Free play. You might want to give more structure after you do this once, but what a joy for the children who, in our curriculum, they know this song. We've played it on unpitched percussion, movement. Now we're with ORF, and to just put this song on and say, oh, for conductor game too with our hula hoops. Oh my goodness, this is great to orchestrate this one. So just a free play with your glockenspiel. Okay, let them pick. If you want to do this again and give them the structure that we start doing in the lessons with playing on the beat, playing whenever you hear a number. Actually, the number 1 falset, playing on the numbers, right? So we have number 1 through 10 in your felt counting set. This is a great time to use that and play on for 1 o'clock, for 2 o'clock, or when we get to our numbers rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jingle at the kitchen door. 5, 6, 7, 8. Only playing. So we have free play, but when it comes to the numbers, you're going to play there, right on the beat of the numbers, and you board numbers displayed. So I'm going to leave it up to you. This is Bell Horses. You can play on the numbers, you can play on the beat, you can play on the phrase endings, you can go for a run like Coco and Donnie would do.
Bell horses, what's
Could be
the time
C and G.
of day? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, time to run away. Mistress Mary,
Pianissimo.
quite contrary, how does your garden
Adagio.
go? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Bell horses, what's the time of day?
Here comes some numbers.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, time to run away.
Run! Uh-oh, some of you look like you're hopping. Can you run and make your hands take turns like your feet?
1, 2, 3, 4. Jingle at
More
the
numbers.
kitchen door. 5, 6, 7, 8. Jingle at the garden gate. Bell horses,
You could play
bell horses,
the two
what's
C's.
time of day? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, time to run away.
Run! All right, that old favorite keeps coming back in their lives. You can even play it in the recorder class. G E E G E E G G A G. That old friend coming back. Can we do the puppets? Teacher Lynn, we never get to do the puppets. Recorder class, they're still asking. It was so much fun. All right, next up, the baby birdie. All right, we need to put our green bar back, or your F, and your pink bar, the B. Now, it would be, I wish we had our piano program, they have the cameras up above so you could show both hands going. It looks so funny, but all you are teachers, so you know that this is not the way we play the glockenspiel in the class. These are sitting on the floor, you're crisscross, and you're using both hands. So here's a baby birdie is good to show that, yes, it starts with the low one and goes all the way up, and then it goes down. Now, there's a variety of ways that you could do this going up the scale. You could have them play just 4 times on each one. So let's try that. Ready? Go. Baby birdie hatching from his shell. Out comes his head, then comes his tail. Now his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies and flies. What do you think of that? Down, 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 down. Boom! Or you could have them play on specific beats. Remember our counting numbers from our felt set? I would be loving those. I'd have my 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would probably use my cutesy little, here, that's going to be my bird. And I'm going to show underneath the numbers which beat to play on. Now, I'm going to do 4 ducks for what we just did because we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, up the scale. But if I take all the ducks away except for number 1, oh boy, now we're reading notation, right? So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we could play like that only on beat 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we could play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or here's a baby birdie hatching from his shell. Out comes his head. Then, right? That's really not a hard one, right? Because you sing it and then you play it because there's a rest at every one. So that's awesome. But what's really fun is when they see, oh, they have to wait all the way to beat 4 in that notation of your felt numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and the duck is only on number 4. It's like, whoa, right? But they do a beautiful job with that. So what's really nice for us who have, the big Orff here, like we could have teacher Ann on the lowest one, 1, 2, 3, and you guys all play on number 4. All right. Do you want to go over to the bass coach, the bass I, and on C and G? Oh, and the numbers are back there too. So there she is. Do you see her? There she is. I hope you all see her. So she's going to play on our bass side, big C, big G. You will see so many times in my plans, I'll say, play the beat on the biggest instruments you have. Okay, that's because when I moved here to Southern California, I had no school. There were no Orff specialists in the schools. There were no jobs. I had to buy every instrument myself. I could not just go out and buy that bass xylophone, right? So for people who are discouraged, like, oh, you have all those incredible Orff instruments at all those different schools in your studio. I didn't have any of that at the beginning. So I tell people just use whatever is the lowest one. That's what I did. I bought the 2-octave alto tenor Xy so I could have 2 people playing on it. And the lowest would be doing the beat, whatever is your lowest instrument. If that's your soprano Xy, because that's the only lower instrument than this that your kids have, then that's fine. Okay, so lowest you have. So she's going to do the 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to play on 4. Okay, so actually just do, because we're going to go up the scale, so just do the C 3 times and then the D 3 times. Yeah, so here she goes. 1, oh. She's going to play really loud, so hopefully you hear her. Ready, go. Here's a baby birdie hatching from his shell. Out comes his head, then comes his tail. All right, so you got the idea. Thank you, Coach Ann. Could you hear her at all? A little bit. No, but she tried. Yes, yeah. Obviously, you could do this on unpitched instruments too, just practicing doing those beats on playing on just specific beats. So right now we're going to go to our baby birdie. Thanks.
Here's a baby birdie hatching from his shell. Out comes his head, then comes his tail. Now his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies. What do you think of that? Down, 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 boom.
Glissando really fast for that little flutter at the end. Okay. If we were doing the all day shop, you would go plant yourself and you would be very tiny and a little seed. I plant a little seed in the cold, dark ground. And then you would be very, very big, for out comes the yellow sun, big and round. Down comes the cool rain, soft and slow. Up comes the little plant, grow, grow, grow. Or maybe you would want to show your children and introduce it this way with this video.
I plant a little seed in the cold, dark ground. Out comes the yellow sun, big and round. Down comes the cool rain, soft and slow. Up comes the little plant, grow, grow, grow.
So the PowerPoints that are in the presentation today will be the same animated PowerPoints that you just saw in the video. So you're welcome to use these with your students to introduce it. But I do like to do it with movement first, and then we talk about how we can do it with the instruments. And then, of course, what did we plant? So my favorite answer in doing this for a long, long time, I grew a cookie. That was my favorite answer. From a little girl that you don't disagree, and the kids right away were not having it. You cannot grow a cookie. And so I had to, we're like, uh-oh, she's going to have a meltdown, here it comes, oh no. So we quickly went, oh, well, wait a minute, you know, who's going to grow the sugar cane and who's going to grow the wheat? And we were able to grow cookies and it was a happy time. But we have everybody saying, you know, I grew a pumpkin, or I grew a flower, or I grew tomatoes. Okay. Let's just do our little 8-note Glock first to do our whole rhyme. So we plant a little seed in the cold, dark ground. Up comes the yellow sun, big and round. Down comes the cool rain, soft, pianissimo, and slow, adagio. And up comes the little plant. Grow, grow, grow. You can do all the parts with one instrument. Obviously, if you have other instruments, you would have a lot of fun with the kids. What is our lowest instrument? What could do tremolos and be mysterious for the cold, dark ground? What would be nice for the yellow sun? Maybe a glissando on metallophones. Down comes the cool rain. That could be our glockenspiel, or if you watch kitchen music, that could be our rain stick, right? Our homemade rain stick would be awesome. In fact, this whole thing, if you watch, did any of you watch episodes of kitchen music? Okay, if you have not seen kitchen music, go to my YouTube channel and look for on the Lynn Kleiner Music Rhapsody YouTube channel, look for kitchen music. For us in Zoom lessons, kitchen music was the best. We had so much fun with our students, having really great musical activities for them to do at home, but homemade instruments and getting the family involved in music making. So I believe there's 10 episodes and a finale. I think there's 11. And Rain Stick was one, and coming up right now is our Scuba Man, and Anne did a version of an ocean drum. And then I did one on takeout food, takeout containers, and I had another type of ocean drum for that one as well. So the ocean drum playing this. So is anyone still teaching on Zoom? Yeah, so we are still here in lockdown California, and they changed it. We were supposed to go back March 15. It's March 15. That was, I think, the 5th time they made all the children in California cry, because they said we're going to go back, for the 5th time, and then told them no, we're not. It was very sad. So now we're in our 6th. This will be our 6th time to tell them no, we're not going back. But now we're going back, they say, April 15. So we're very excited. We hope that's we hope that's for real. But anyway, we did a lot of kitchen music, and it helped. It really helped. Okay, this is the best. So Scuba Man. Okay, Scuba Man, you could use, let's see. We've got it's back here. If you're into felts. Oh, there it is. Oh, I wanted to show you this too. Man, I really got into my felts with Zoom teaching. Okay, that was the Incy Wincy Spider. Forgot to show you that. And also, you know what? Speaking of Incy Wincy Spider, you guys, if you don't have this wonderful book by Isra Trapani, this gives you a lot more verses. You know, when you're doing your thing in the line, these verses are adorable. So you could check out that little book, and the pictures are just really precious. So that would be good with your 8-note Glock, the Incy Weensy Spider, Isa Trapani. And this for Scuba Man. Okay, so we're doing solo singing, and we're accompanying ourselves on the Glock. This sounds amazing at a concert too. I'm going to, let's see, I think the next slide gives you, there's the little accompaniment, just low A and high A, bass metallic, bass I, or the lowest instruments that you have. And then you're just following the scale for Scuba Man diving down. And what have you found? This works great. Because a lot of times it just takes too long, you guys, if you don't give them pictures, right? I found I found, and you're like, I got 20 children. Let's go. So if you have some visuals for them, they often will think faster of their little verse. Oh, yes. People order, like, I looked online and I couldn't find your Scuba Man. So Coach Ann is pointing out it's actually called the Sea Life set. And a lot of teachers are using that Sea Life set when they use Songs of the Sea, all those, there's so many from the Songs of the Sea book. So Thank you, Anne. So when we are live, I love to show them my treasure box. Look at that. Look at all those beautiful, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So they're all standing around the big circle rug. Boy, don't we miss that? Don't we miss our circle rug? We miss everything about our classrooms. And they see these in the middle. They have to stand off the rug, right? And these are in the middle of the rug so that when they go diving, they can come up with, you know, their, you know, I see a gold coin, or I see a fish, I see a jewel necklace. There's shells in here. There's all kinds of wonderful little things in here. Fancy stone. Oh, there's some shiny things. Yeah. So having the visual will make it a lot better. Here we go with our glockenspiels. We're going to be set up for A, G, F, and E. That's for our dive. Okay. In the classroom, we go, prepare to dive, right? And we put our goggles on, and then we go, scuba man diving down, scuba man, what have you found? But on our glockenspiel, we play, oop, I was a little low. Scuba man diving down, scuba man, what have you found? So we're going to do this with our recording. Think of that. Accompaniment here would be beautiful to do. Some can go diving, some can play the accompaniment. They love this. They love this. It's so simple. And you get to hear the voice and solo singing, and of course solo singing in a minor key. And the homemade ocean drum for this too is wonderful. So we're going to play along. You've got your 4 notes. Scuba man. Here goes that bass. Bum, bum, bum.
Scuba man diving down. Scuba man, what have you found? I found a treasure box. I found some jewelry. I found a sunken ship. I found some gold. Scuba man diving down. Scuba man, what have you found? I found a jellyfish. I found a seashell. I found a turtle. I found some clams.
So cute. All right. Yeah. Oh, I love that. That for solo singing too, when they go, I've found a shell. And then all the kids go, you found a shell. Or I found a turtle. The kids have to go, you found a turtle. So we have to match the diver. However the diver sings, we have to match. So just like all our solo singing, we just describe, right? It's not, you know, can you match me? Is it the same? We just say, oh, that was low. Whoa, I think that was, oh my, that was like a 5th lower, like this much lower, or that was just a little lower. Or you and I sang the first note just exactly the same. And then yours was a little different on the second note, you know? So always describing, fine tuning. Okay, a very hilly place. All right, nostalgia. This comes from the original video, Kids Make Music 2, TOO. And we actually still sell the digital download because the children love the songs as much now as they did back then. But the original video was, I believe we filmed it in, I'm not kidding, 1995. So 1996. And Remo and Remo Belly. I got to work with the Remo Belly, and I, in conjunction with Warner Brothers, had done that video with those instruments. So A Very Hilly Place is on that DVD. I'm going to send it to you, and you're going to see what I looked like in 1995. Okay, so A Very Hilly Place. I'm going to let you listen to the song and see how great it is and how great the story is on the Glockenspiel. But I'm just going to send you the whole story because it gets involved. In fact, what's really awesome is that the story is about this little boy, and he lives in a very, very hilly place. And when he has to go all the way up the hill and all the way down the hill, he always stops at the bottom to take a rest. But then he notices different sounds. What do you think he hears? Did anybody chat it, Teacher Ann? Do we know what they thought? And maybe the next time he goes up the hill and down the hill, maybe he hears. He heard a big frog, and now he hears a little frog. Yes. Big frog. Little frog. Yes. So he always hears these. I grabbed another one out of the shop. Here, if you don't have this, I love the frogs, and they're on special right now. So if and actually, I'm going to give you a little coupon code at the end of our workshop, so you can go shopping there. But there, you get additional off with your coupon code because Jane did one site wide on anything, even if it's already a special, you can use your coupon code to get more off. So this, if you don't have this, I've had this since, I'm not kidding, the late 70s from the Audubon Society. It's the you know how when you're teaching live, especially, and you go, wait, what's that? Because you really want to go, stop talking and sit down. But you go, what's that? Do you hear something? Wait, excuse me. Did you hear something? And then you have this in your pocket. That's just this little magical instrument, the bird whistle. Well, anyway, I'm just telling you that because there's a bird in the story. He hears all these spring sounds, you know. He hears, where is it? Oh. What do you think that is? Snake, right? He hears the snake. And then he just imagines he's like having this parade and they're all going with him up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill. And they're singing this song and it just keeps accumulating with more and more verses.
Come and follow me. Come and you will see. First we'll go up, then we'll go down, playing all our sounds. Come and follow me. Come and you will see. First we'll go up, then we'll go down, playing all our sounds.
So each verse, there's another animal. So I'm going to send you a little video of that. They also, at the end, the whole crew of the little boy and the bird and the snake and the frogs and everything that's following him, they're exhausted from going up and down all these hills. And then they hear, and so they ask the train if that could take them all the way back to where they started from. And yes, they all get on the train and go. And so I'm going to send that little goodie to you. Awesome and then they climbed up the hill And they climb down the hill. All right, it's got the beat and the raisinny, all kinds of sound effects. So that will be a fun one for your Glock. All around the gardener's bench, we're going to play the beat on those underlined words that you see. So line 1, you can play the blues. You're going to play the blues on line 1 and line 3. So all around the gardener's bench. And then you're going to play the glissandos on line 2 and 4, but we're going to do slow beat. So we're going to come down on beat 1 and beat 3. I can show you with my numbers, my felt numbers, what that looks like. It rained and rained for hours. We're on line 3. Then I'm trying to do this with one hand to show you. Then one day the sun came out. Pop go the flowers. Well, then we have our little flower dance, and we could have this in pentatonic if we were all in the class. I'm going to go a tiny bit over just so you know. Yeah. Because I had all the, at the beginning. So then we have our little flower dance. And like I said, you could, if they're playing, especially in the Zoom lessons, the mute is a great thing. They could just make up their little flower dance, whatever they want. You could tell them you don't like green flowers because it's too much like the grass. So don't play the green one. And you just, for some reason, think pink flowers are too pale. So don't play that one. And you can try pentatonic that way if you'd like, because it's nice to have glissandos and not fall into the holes, right? But if you want to set that up for your own enjoyment, you could take out the green and the pink. They're making up their own little flower dance. The flowers are, of course, beautiful solo singing. So for our flowers, you'll hear the little solos. Because I'm doing pitch matching with these young ones. Today we're talking about preschool, primary grades. We always have these little solos. So that's my little part. After the flower dance, we do flowers red and flowers blue. Sing the flower given to you. Little ones do blue one or pink one, and older kids, I have a daisy. Of course, then we have the adventure here, that we have the critters. The critters come, and you know what happens, right? When the farmer wasn't at home, the critters ate for hours. When the farmer came back home, what? Where's the flowers? Now, when I was visiting my cousin in Massachusetts, this is who ate all her flowers. The deer. Yes, the deer. So it could have been the deer. Who do you think? Who do you think ate the flowers? Of course, we love to have critters. Could be maybe the ladybugs over there on our counting set. Maybe they did it. Maybe the bunnies. We have bunnies over there. I'm looking what's over there. There's some critters there. The bunnies could eat them up. Oh, yes. So there's some squirrels over there on that felt set. Or maybe you have Chester the chipmunk. He could have been eating on those flowers. Yes. Okay. And then we go back to planting another garden. Rain. Once again, you could have your rain stick, but here's some of my favorite rain is tinsel from the Christmas trees. So, and just even giving somebody the part of the rain, they're just such a little thing. They think this is like the best thing ever, to rain all over those flowers that are seeds getting ready to grow. So lots of different parts that are possible, but all the playing, you have very simple parts that you could just do here. The 4 beats, the 2 glissandos, the 4 beats, the 2 glissandos, free play, improvisation. Then we have our little solos for what kind of flowers we grew. And then we have our minor. So it's got so much in it. The great thing here is when we switch to minor, we're going to switch to C minor. So we can just keep our same for our beat, because we're going to go from C major to C minor. So here is our gardener's bench.
All around the gardener's bench it rained and rained for hours. Then one day the sun came out. Pop go the flowers.
Free play.
Flowers red and flowers blue, sing the flower given to you.
Solos from the
I
children.
am a daisy. I am a carnation. I am a daffodil. I am a rose.
Uh-oh.
When the gardener wasn't at home, the critters ate for hours. When the gardener came back home, what? Where's the flowers? All around the gardener's bench it rained and rained for hours. Then one day the sun came out. Pop go the flowers.
Free play. Do your little flower dancing. Yeah, great one to have a group of children do the playing, group of children act out the story. We're not going to have time to do this today, but oh my goodness, we can't talk about the garden and springtime songs without this guy, right? Oh, John the Rabbit, yes, ma'am. Oh, John the Rabbit, yes, ma'am. Had a mighty bad habit, yes, ma'am. Okay, that's a great one for Orff, for recorder. Certainly you can do it with your glockenspiel. That is a free download that I will send you, because you got to have that garden extension. It's wonderful. Some of you might already have it. It's in Music Box, and these rabbits are really great to use, and those numbers for John the Rabbit. And now colored eggs. All right, colored eggs listening game. And teacher tips. They're magic eggs. These are magic. They have different kinds of sounds. So some of you might know my shaker egg, but these magical eggs whoa, very different kinds of sounds. Teacher tip, limit how many sounds. I've had teachers get really excited at how many different kinds of sounds they could do. And it takes the whole entire class to try to match them up. I mean, that's the point of this song, is listening and trying to find what children have your sound. Okay, if you're thinking just a pair and you're like making all these different, it's too hard for the kids. It takes way too long. Okay, so keep it really simple. They still have to have a lot of control to to play the game with just 2 different or 3 different sounds. So keep it simple, especially at the beginning. Rest in the nest. Teachers, rest in the nest. Here's your nest. Here's the egg. Sometimes it's time to rest in the nest. Keep the egg warm. Okay. Because you have to have control instead of saying, and for this part, no one can talk. No one can shake, right? It's much more fun to say, put your egg to rest in the nest. And then after you just go, rest in the nest. It sounds much better, right? Always trying to not be a grouchy teacher, right? Rest in the nest works. But it's difficult to rest in the nest, and they may have to go back into the egg basket. Tape them shut. Okay, I've played this with little ones, and they just can't help themselves. And pretty soon you have rice all over your classroom and no sounds. Tape. You want to put some tape for your, you know what classes need tape for sure. Okay, but it is very fun for them to see what's inside there. But yeah, it can really make quite the mess. And then activity ideas, lesson process is coming. You're going to have a download. I'm going to send you the recording of this one as well. And this one, colored eggs, is minor to make the eggs sound magical.
Colored eggs, pink and green and blue. Sing me a color, then you'll have one too.
So they sing their color, and that's how we pass them out.
Shake and shake and shake and shake, shake and listen to. Shake and shake and shake and shake, find a sound like you.
Oops, sorry. Okay, so they have to sing their color. You go around the circle with your egg basket. Colored eggs, pink and green and blue. Sing me your color, then you'll have one too. Blue, green, orange, whatever. And then you give them, echo their, sing it the same, and just say, you'll sing, and then I'll match you. And they all have their color. And then they do their shake, and they can get out of their circle. Shake and shake and shake and shake, shake and listen to. Shake and shake and shake and shake, find a sound like you. And then they find their group. So 2 groups of kids or 3 groups, but they listen and find their matching egg. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much. I feel like we should sing, come, my friends, and gather round so we can sing goodbye. We'll sing and dance another day. So long, farewell, goodbye. I should have had my Beethoven ready for you. Sorry. All right, guys. Have a great day or evening, depending on what time zone. And thanks. It was awesome that I have teachers here from Brazil and Australia. I think we have one from Turkey. Yes, I see Brazil. Hello. Yay. So whatever time zone you're on, thank you. You guys, you're just inspiring that you're so dedicated. So, mwah.